Welcome back to Inside Melatonin. I'm your host Gaganasri, a systems biology and computational biology enthusiast. And today we are tackling a critical yet often underappreciated part of health, the autonomic nervous system or ANS. In this episode, titled Melatonin and Autonomic Nervous System, we'll explore how melatonin influences autonomic balance, which is especially relevant for long COVID symptoms like POTS, heart rate variability issues, and orthostatic intolerances. Joining me again is Prachi Virat, a trained microbiologist whose academic journey is evolving towards a research career at the interface of microbiome science and bioinformatics. Welcome back, Prachi.
Thank you, Gaganasri. I'm excited to dive into this fascinating topic.
Great to have you. Let's start with the first big question. What is autonomic nervous system and how does melatonin influence its function?
The autonomic nervous system regulates involuntary functions like heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, respiratory rate. It's divided into two branches: the sympathetic nervous system, which drives the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, response for responsible for rest and digest. Melatonin influences the ANS by acting on the MT1 and MT2 receptors in the brain and peripheral tissues, promoting parasympathetic activities to enhance relaxation and recovery. It also stabilizes circadian rhythms, which regulate autonomic tone and enhances heart rate variability, HRV, a measure of ANS flexibility. Additionally, melatonin reduces nighttime blood pressure and heart rate via central nervous system effects, counteracting sympathetic overactivity.
Okay, let me break that down for our listeners. Think of the ANS as the body's autopilot, quietly managing heartbeats and breathing like a skilled driver navigating a car. Melatonin is like a co-pilot, nudging the system towards the calm, restorative rest and digest mode, keeping the ride smooth by syncing it with the body's internal clock. It also fine-tunes the body's flexibility, like adjusting the car's suspension for a smoother journey. Let's follow up. Could melatonin's calming effect on the ANS help explain why some people feel less anxious or stressed when they improve their sleep?
That's a great connection, Gagnasi. By boosting parasympathetic activities, dampening sympathetic overdrive, melatonin reduces the physiological stress response, which can lower anxiety, improve sleep, facilitated by melatonin, further enhances parasympathetic dominance, creating a feedback loop that promotes calmness. Studies have shown that better HRV with Studies have shown that better HRV, which melatonin supports, correlates with reduced stress perception, so that ANS modulation likely play a big role in that relaxed feeling.
That's a powerful link between sleep, melatonin, and stress release. Now, our second question. How might melatonin's effects on the ANS benefit conditions like POTS, which are common in long COVID?
Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, or POTS, involve excessive heart rate increases upon standing, often with dizziness, fatigue, and brain fog due to autonomic dysfunction. Melatonin's potential benefits stem from its ability to reduce sympathetic nervous system overactivity, which is often heightened in POTS. It enhances vagal tone, supporting parasympathetic function, and improve blood pressure regulation by modulating baroreceptor sensitivity. While direct clinical trials on melatonin for POTS are limited, its effects on HRV and circadian alignment suggest it could help stabilize autonomic responses, potentially easing symptoms like palpitation or orthostatic intolerance in long COVID patients.
So, so POTS is like a car with a hyperactive gas pedal, leaving the heart too fast when you stand. Melatonin acts like a mechanic, tuning down the overzealous accelerator and boosting the brakes to restore balance. It's also like recalibrating the car's GPS, maybe, to keep the body's rhythms on track. That's promising. Let's dive to a deeper question. What say? Could melatonin's role in stabilizing autonomic function also reduce the fatigue that often accompanies long COVID?
Absolutely, Gaganasri. Fatigue in long COVID is often linked to autonomic dysfunction. where an overactive sympathetic system drains energy reserves. By promoting parasympathetic activities and improving HRV, melatonin helps the body shift into more energy efficient state, reducing the strain on physiological systems. Better sleep, supported by melatonin, also enhances energy restoration, which could elevate fatigue. While not a cure, melatonin's ANS modulating effects could indirectly lessen the energy deficient driving long COVID's fatigue.
That makes sense. Melatonin as an energy saving switch. Let's move to our final question. How does sleep, influenced by melatonin, impact autonomic symptoms in COVID and long COVID, especially long COVID? And why is this connect important?
Sleep is critical regulator of the ANS, and poor sleep or fragmented sleep, common in long COVID, exacerbates autonomic symptoms like palpitations or dizziness. Melatonin improves sleep quality by promoting slow wave sleep and aligning circadian rhythms, which enhances parasympathetic activities during rest. This leads to better nocturnal blood pressure dipping and improved HRV, both of which reduces the autonomic burden. In long COVID, where dysautonomia, dysautonomia is prevalent, melatonin's ability to restore sleep and stabilize ANS function could mitigate symptoms like brain fog or orthostatic intolerance, supporting overall recovery.
So sleep is like the body's nightly tune-up, and melatonin is the mechanic ensuring the ANS gets a proper reset. In long COVID, where is the system stuck in overdrive? Melatonin helps bring it back to a smoother idle. One last question. Could combining melatonin with other therapies like stress management or physical therapy enhance its benefits for autonomic dysfunction in long COVID? What do you say?
That's a very thoughtful question, Gaganasri. Melatonin's effect on ANS are complementary to other therapies. For example, stress management techniques like mindfulness can further enhance parasympathetic activities, amplifying melatonin's calming effect. Physical therapies tailored for POTS can improve cardiovascular fitness, which pair well with melatonin's role in stabilizing HRV and blood pressure. A multimodal approach combining melatonin with these therapies could synergistically addresses the complex autonomic disruptions in long COVID, though research is needed to optimize protocols.
That's a thought and that's thoughtful and hopeful vision for a team approach to recovery. We're out of time, but thank you, Prachi, for eliminating melatonin's role in calming the autonomic storm of long COVID.
My pleasure, Gagnashri.
That wraps up episode 17 of Inside Melatonin. We have explored how melatonin acts as a co pilot for the body's autopilot, tames the overactive accelerator in pods, and supports a restorative nightly tune up through sleep. Next time, we'll dive into melatonin's effects on brain health and cognitive dysfunction. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.